Hi, and welcome to the Backyard Road Trips podcast. I'm Zach.
I'm Jim.
So here we are, really about to enjoy some food.
We are. And this is a smart thing that we're finally doing for once, because usually we start with the drinking.
It's true,
and then we don't have a base, and then so we're gonna start with the food first.
Then you usually hear vomit sounds by the third episode.
Definitely. Oh yeah, the third episodes those are the ones that get doozies.
Right.
Zach, wait, are we still in, what season are we in?
Season 3.
Season 3.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Zach had a pretty big change since the last episode. Zach's a little more poor.
Yes.
And a little more sleep deprived, and maybe a little happier.
A little happier. There we go. We have Charlie. Baby Charlie has joined the
Baby Charlie.
The fray. So, yep, joined the train of Lamont male children. So we're up to 45. So I think we were mentioning Sean Kemp last time on this podcast, but we're up to 3. So Baby Charlie joins the fray, and unfortunately he's not with us this moment in the flesh. In the flesh,
You got to rephrase that.
he's with his mother and mother-in-law. Well, no, he doesn't have a mother-in-law yet. My mother-in-law.
What have you started drinking?
Just Spindrift sparkling water.
Grandma.
Yeah, grandma. There we go.
You haven't auctioned him off to the nearest?
Not yet. I'm thinking about the problem with the other two. The highest bidder is not going to be too high. You could probably get Charlie for pretty good money, because he doesn't. He's pretty likable right now. So, but
can I ask the name? Where'd you come up with Charlie? It's a great name.
Yeah, we were watching our favorite '80s television program, Charles in Charge, and just said that was it.
Really?
No.
That could be a Zach story.
It could be
a Zach answer.
To be honest, I wanted a name like Xavier or what else? What did I want? Something like that. Yeah, something that kind of had a neat letter with it. Because I always liked Zach with a Z. And no. She wanted Charlie, or it was between Charlie and Max. Max was, I liked Max because I was
cool.
like, it kind of has
X
the
in
X
there.
in it. Yeah, so that's kind of on the same wavelength. But she didn't want. At the end, she's like, no, I want Charlie, and I'm like, Jackie doesn't want too much. Like I knew she wanted a Subaru Forester, so we tried a few cars, and I knew we ended up with the Forester. We also got a new car in addition. So
really?
Yeah. So we got a Kia Telluride with a big ass.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
That's kind of funny, because we were thinking of looking at a Kia.
Oh, really?
Exactly that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's what you got?
That's what we got. It's a nice car. I feel like Tony Soprano in the front while going through the toll booth. It's because it's jet black and it's a big car, and I usually smoke a cigar when I'm driving. Especially to work. So we had to get that because the baby needs more room. Yeah. Big baby.
How big baby?
You ever see that Will Ferrell when he comes out? Yeah. So he's that big. He was a little less than 8, maybe.
Wow.
I think. And then
that was all in the testicles, they said, right?
That's
pretty impressive.
He's like a sheep. And now he's about 11 pounds. Yeah. So pick your favorite Charlie name, and that's where it came from. So the other ones had some kind of association with family. So Daniel, and the middle name Joseph, and whatever the other one's name is, Tommy is Thomas, and then that's usually the middle.
Tommy's middle name is Thomas.
So Tommy's middle name is Kenyon, actually. So that's why he's always barefoot. So with Charlie, there was no other family to put, so we ended up just calling him Charlie because Jackie liked that name.
Oh, that's fine
and
reason.
the middle name is Zachary, at least.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
yep.
That's great.
Named after Zachary Ty Bryan from Home Improvement. So, but yeah, he's welcome to the fold.
I can't wait to meet him.
And Teddy Ruxpin turned 2, or is turning 2.
Turning 2. Yep. He had his party today.
Yeah.
We had a great day.
Yeah.
It rained, but so we moved it to the firehouse. Mm-hmm. But it was good. A lot of people came, and
perfect.
We had a pool full of corn.
Oh wow!
Just like a little sensory thing, and he lived in it. Way better than a sandbox.
That's cool. A pool full of corn.
I know it doesn't sound like, I didn't sell it right. Katie's going to be listening to this, and what are you doing?
Like cooked corn, or
no? Like curdled. Oh man!
Like the artist formerly known as Indian corn.
Like just, I don't know, corn kernels.
Maize.
Before you pop it.
Oh, okay.
Not like
pop.
Yes.
Did it have butter on them?
Probably after all the kids were done playing in it. They all loved it.
That's
was a very
cool.
good
That's great.
Amazing family did a great job
I
setting up.
Amazing maize for the corn.
I'm way too stupid for you.
So
you need to have a smarter person. That's why you needed Andrew here tonight.
You've been talking about pesticides again.
I know. Yeah, that's okay. Well, he probably would have been mad at me for having him bathe in corn. So
It's true. And eating McDonald's.
yeah. Oh yeah. He wouldn't have joined this. I actually did think of that. Like he won't walk on the grass. He's certainly not gonna eat a bunch of the fast foods. But that's what brings us here today.
That's true. Yeah. So we've eaten a lot of different things in the past. Well, I ate the hamburgers because
You've never had one. We never had a fast food.
Right, and then I did, but you wouldn't share them.
I wouldn't. Well, because they had cheese on them. Right. I wanted a hamburger, not a cheeseburger.
And condiments and things like that.
Yeah, it's gross.
I just asked I'll take a hamburger.
Good for you.
So we have a plate of 3 fast food, basically the Mike Tyson heavyweights of fast food industry.
We should have got some Tyson chicken too. Yeah,
might have gone, Tyson versus Purdue. So McDonald's,
Burger King. Wendy's. And we got the chicken nuggets and the French fries.
But we know what's what, so we're not.
This isn't blind.
No.
You kind of know what's. I mean, I can look and guess.
I might try to dig in a little bit. I'm getting myself.
Yeah. You going to the fries first?
Yeah, the fries. All right. These are Wendy's, and they look a lot better than all the other ones.
Yeah. Wendy's is, I think, a step above. Mm-hmm. Nothing like cold food. Not bad. Mm-hmm. Got a great salt content.
This is true. They keep a little of the skin on the potato too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's definitely a good. It's pretty good. Next is this is the McDonald's.
Thin, soggy. Sock.
Although, excuse me if I've said this before, but I was in Enfield, Connecticut, after our last trip to Disney World, or the only trip to Disney World that we took, and we went to McDonald's that was right off the highway. And they pre-salted and peppered the French fries, and they were delicious. They were seasoned. They were seasoned French fries.
Don't they already come salted?
No, but this was like real salted and peppered. And I thought that was revolutionary. What do you think about the fries?
I think they each have their own place. I like the Wendy's the best. I mean, it tastes like real French fries. They even have something called bacon pub fries. I almost went for it, but I thought there'd be too much of a deviation from the point. Not bad. Not bad. I think McDonald's is good for... you've been drinking and you just want to shovel food down your throat.
or they're really hot.
Yeah.
These aren't hot. So it's
which is amazing because I just got them.
You just got them. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They probably were this temperature coming out. You went to the one over here? Mm-hmm. Which is literally right. Yeah.
Yeah. We walked there. Yeah. The good Dr. Eric Raymond was commenting about this, about how people will do DoorDash from like fast food. And they're like, why? Like, the point is to eat it while it's hot. By the time it gets to you, it's cold and you're not going to like it. But I mean, all the fries they're probably better when they're hot. But what do you think?
I think serviceable. I'm actually surprised that I like the Burger King ones as much as I do.
Really?
Yeah. I don't have Burger King near me anymore.
Why?
Both of them closed down.
What happened?
One of them became a roast beef shack, and the other one is just vacant. No more BK.
That's terrible.
Yeah, so I have to go here to enjoy my Burger King.
Country's falling apart, Zach.
This is true. When I run on Bring Back Burger King campaign for...
I would vote for you if you did that.
2020... probably 2022 is a little too late, so...
No,
can go. Can jump in.
Late. Go on.
Right in.
Yeah.
So right in on this. Yeah, so that's... Have you done any nuggets yet?
I took a bite. of 2 of them. With Mickey D's. Fine. When I remember it. So far, though, Burger King's got a better deal. Cheaper and you get more.
I know the 8 in the Burger King. That's pretty. Now, was this a meal or did you order them a la carte?
Off the dollar menu, which is a dirty lie. Like $3 menu, more like it. Yeah. I don't know, man. I think that McDonald's is the most expensive one. It's the least quality in my book. I like Burger King or Wendy's over this. What about you?
I think for fries, Wendy's, Burger King, McDonald's. But if I was going to be, I would still eat the McDonald's happily, the French fries.
Right.
I just had the McNugget, and yeah, it tasted similar to what I remember. The actual nugget taste without any sauce or anything, I'm going for, I think, like the Burger King a little bit better.
Yeah, they got some spice going on. Yeah. I don't know. I think Burger King might be the winner for me. Best value, great spice.
And finally, the Wendy's.
Oh, we haven't done Wendy's yet.
Long pause to relish the eating. Chewing. I might go Burger King, Wendy's, and McDonald's. I think.
Same order?
Last time I think I went Wendy's, Burger King, right?
You're right.
Yeah. McDonald's got last on both of them.
Oh, wait, McDonald's.
Now, for the hamburger, Wendy's, I remember, got Head and Shoulders.
Yeah, it was like a real hamburger.
And then I don't remember what got second. Was it McDonald's, maybe?
No, McDonald, their burger was a joke. It was. I feel like you. I don't remember. I'm not going to guess.
Well, it's one of the two. Yeah,
We didn't have a Burger King one.
no, we did. But I'm saying Wendy's was definitely number one, although they overcharged.
Yeah, I have an
the
update.
Godfather shirt. Yeah. Because when I went to that, then it was like $5.50 for the hamburger, where everything else was like $1 or $1.50. Now, anything happened to you on your way to get all this get all this food? So you left Salem, and what was your route? Like, what did you tell us a little bit about?
I went down Salem Turnpike naturally. Burger King. You know, there was a guy. I feel like this happens like anytime you're going to like fast food. Just one person taking all year to think about what they're doing. And he's just like kind of classic. He's paying with like just a handful of change, and like a bunch of it falls down, and he's got to hunt for it. And I'm like, I'll pay for his meal if we can just move this along. I'm not in a rush, but I just don't like waiting for people who, you know. So that was kind of funny.
You ever? Are you a Weird Al man?
I liked it.
Okay.
Yeah, R.I.P. Coolio, man.
I know. Yeah.
You know what happened?
No.
Me neither.
No, he died. So did you ever hear the Weird Al song "Trapped in the Drive-Thru"?
No.
Do you remember R. Kelly's "Trapped in the Closet"?
No.
Okay, so he did. I don't want to say anything good about R. Kelly because he's kind of one of those people. But it was a. This isn't good, but it's a. He had a song "Trapped in the Closet," and it ended up being like 12 different parts of it, and it's basically a sing-talky soap opera. So and he had a whole video, like a full-length movie that went with it. So of course I own that. And Adam and I used to watch it because it was really so terrible that it was kind of funny. And it's like he talks every single thing that happened, every like action. So Weird Al parodied it with "Trapped in the Drive-Thru." It's worth a listen because it's a 12-minute song, but it's the whole thing about what should we eat, and you're going through this couch cushions looking for the money, and it's just like it's definitely worth a listen. So I'm not super well versed in new Weird Al. I do enjoy myself some old Weird Al, vintage Weird Al. But this is certainly worth a gander. So best Weird Al I've heard in a long. Probably up there with the best. You might want to listen to a little bit of the R. Kelly just for for S and giggles. But
get him the streams, you know.
Yeah. Pay for some of that bail money. So I don't think he's getting bail.
Probably not.
But at least I don't think they're not. It's not necessary. It's like I don't think Fat and Bad. I think Fat is actually. Have heard Fat by Weird Al. We're talking about. I'm not just calling myself fat, but after this I might be. I've heard that probably 5-10 times more than I ever heard Bad. So, and it can certainly stand up on its own. So I would say the same thing for here. But that's your homework.
Okay.
Yeah. Or in the intermission, I can put a little on for you. But it's a 12-minute song again. Right?
That's a big intermission. Yeah. Well, I guess it's a regular intermission.
Yeah. Do you stream?
Usually my kickers and defense, but I don't really listen to too much, but lay it on me. What do you got? What are you listening to besides Weird Al's old stuff? Or backyard road trips?
Well, I was just thinking, between here and Salem, you could listen to that Weird Al song.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you don't have a service to provide that with.
I do have Spotify. I'm also super cheap, and I have a 2 gig plan for the month. Okay. So
so they have different sizes. So how much is that a month?
Spotify? Well, I do the free.
You do the free Spotify?
Yeah, I'm not paying...
Okay. So what's the 2 gig plan?
Well, my data plan. I don't have unlimited data.
I was the same way.
Really? Good for you. Good for you. I mean, you're on Wi-Fi everywhere else. Just get on Wi-Fi and then... So now what happened? We had 2 gigs for the whole family. Wow.
Tommy's on that damn thing all the time. Sending off text messages in preschool. So no, so not he. But yeah, we used 2 gigs between Jackie and I. And I did not stream a thing.
Really?
Didn't stream a thing. I mean, I would just do the free Spotify too. So, yeah. So you can listen to the one thing about the free Spotify is you can't choose the song, right?
Right.
So it is though. I think if you download the song onto your,
you can only do that if you pay for the Spotify Premium.
Oh, really?
You can download them and then they don't use your data.
I see. Okay. So I did last year. I took the plunge. And I started this. I got on Spotify, and it's been nice. Like it doesn't replace CDs for me. Do you have a CD player in the car?
Yeah.
Okay. So you got your Goo Goo Dolls, Dizzy Up the Girl on there. First 2 Third Eye Blind albums. Maybe Bare Naked Ladies Stunt.
No.
That wasn't really one of the
Breathing Tornadoes. Come on, Bentley.
That's true. The Bentley. Yeah, that's still his best album by far. But with Spotify, I said, you know what? I spend $10 on it's $10 a month. So I was like, So I did it. And it's been nice to be able to like make mixes, or if I'm out walking somewhere. But then come last November, so my phone finally kicked the bucket. I keep phones until they literally can't turn on. So, and usually phones are like $1,000, right? These new phones are ridiculous. But this was at Verizon, and they said, here's the deal. The deal is you will get a brand new, whatever, iPhone 13 if you trade in your old thing. I was like, yes, please take it. And you sign up for unlimited data, which could be canceled right away, but unlimited data that then, so unlimited data, and you can get a new, the new iPhone 13 for $400. Which is a lot better than $1,000.
That's not bad at all.
Right. It's not the new, like whatever they had, the Max, the Pro, whatever. It's like the basic one. I was like, sure, I don't, I don't go wild on it. So I did it. And then I went out to, I think it was maybe May by the time that would have, like the price difference between the unlimited data and the regular data would have caught up, and I wanted to reassess at that time. So I did check the two things and like how much we're using, and because of Spotify, I was using a lot more, ironically, because of course in the car sometimes, and especially the kids, like they'll like, Tommy loves the California raisins.
You told me that. Yeah.
So he'll be like, I want to hear California raisins, and then Danny's like, I want to hear Fish Heads, the song. And so all these things. So I'm like calling them up, and so all that's using data. So then, but I was like, I'm going to go back to the 2 gigs. And then what happened? We got the damn new car with no CD player.
Oh no!
So
really?
Now, yeah,
they don't make cars with CD players anymore.
My parents got a 2022 with a CD player. I asked about this one, and they were just laughed at me.
Rotten.
And the thing is, too, there's such a car shortage, right? So like,
right.
we had to wait 6 weeks for the car. So I'm like, well, custom install this, so the CD player or whatever, and then no, it's not going to be feasible. So I have kept the unlimited just because now in that car, which I don't drive. Jackie drives it, and I'll tell you why I don't drive it in a second. But that's why I have the unlimited data now, because I use Spotify, and I don't mind paying the $10, but because now it's like I don't have any other music to. I mean, the Sirius comes with it, but it's going to expire pretty soon. I don't find myself.
You got to pay for it.
Yeah, so you're paying for that anyway. So I've kept the unlimited, and I've kept the streaming Spotify.
Nice. It seems like Spotify should get a royalty from Verizon for, they just, they hooked Verizon up. Verizon was going to go back to that old plan, but are you happy with it then?
Spotify or the car or?
Actually, now I want to hear about why does Jackie ride the car?
Well, first of all, I didn't like the idea of getting a big car. I just like myself a little car.
Because it's got third row seating, right?
I'm a little guy.
Not a little guy. You're a beefcake.
What's the Portlandia? Remember, you ever watch Portlandia?
Yeah, but I don't remember this little guy.
I'm a little guy. It was threatening. He like, I can do, and he like crawls into the tunnel. Yeah. So, doing tobacco.
I'm gonna leave it in.
So she was driving. I mean, it's mostly her car. Let's be honest. All right, and then, but second of all, I can't park it. So like
does it have backup assist?
Oh, it does. Yeah, I can't. No, I can't even park it forward. So I'm driving Danny to football practice the other day, and I'm parked in like 3/4 of a spot and like maybe a third, 2/3 type thing. I'm like, damn it. Or I don't go all the way forward as I should. I keep doing it. And then yesterday, or a couple days ago, leaving daycare, I backed up into the electrical box at the end of the.
Oh no!
I hear, because it has all those sensors, like dee dee dee. I'm like, it goes dee dee dee. It's like flipping out. Next thing you know, I hear scrape. And
oh my God, Zach!
I was like, I get home, I'm never driving that thing again. Yes, I ran into something, but I'm never driving it. So there you go. So yeah, that's why I don't. But then also with what other kids want to hear, one person has to play DJ, one person has to drive. So I'm like, what California Raisin song do you want today? It is like, yeah. It's actually a very nice car. It's very. It feels it's got a lot of good things, and so I do like it.
You didn't trade something in for it then?
We did.
What'd you get rid of? The Tracer?
Tommy.
You still owe 20 grand on it.
Right.
Poor Tommy.
We traded in the Honda CRV. The 2009 Honda CRV that was needing a lot of work. So that's kind of another thing that put us over the edge together.
Yeah. Well.
So that's what you're interested in, the Telluride?
Yeah. That or there's maybe a Hyundai or something, but I don't know that we might be able to put that off for a little bit. Katie had to get a new alternator in her car, and it's got like over 250,000 miles on it. It's 2007. Wow. And for a hot minute, we were like, well, we might be going down to Florida in December. I'll take the auto train down. I'll take her car down with me. I'll trade it in. and then we'll buy a car. I mean, because Florida's cars are always a little cheaper. There's no rust on them.
Right.
It's great. So, but now there's probably going to be a fair amount of water damage. And,
This is true.
And the car that we just got it fixed, almost $900 later, it'll last. They said it's in pretty good shape still. So, no huge need, and that's fine by me to not have to go into 20 grand more worth of debt.
Right. We bought the CRV for $5,500.
Nice.
And we traded in for $4,000.
That's great.
So it was really good.
Wow, that's like a Cinderella story. You never hear that.
And it needed about $5,000 more in work right now.
Really?
So that's why, that's what kind of.
Good job.
Granted, the new car was a lot more, but
right. Well, yeah, but I mean,
it's going to last.
Kept its
hopefully.
value. Yeah. Good for you.
Yeah, because we somebody else totaled that the old car, so we had to get that one. So you're a big Seinfeld fan.
Love it.
So the holidays are coming. Mm-hmm. Tell the listenership a little bit about Festivus.
Festivus is quite possibly the greatest holiday, short of Christmas. It really speaks to me. Dr. Linda, does Festivus speak to you? Do you love Festivus from Seinfeld?
I love it.
Yeah, we'll get up our tinsel and no tinsel, right? No, just our pole. Yeah. You know what? Maybe this will be the year that we actually do just get a pole, just a Festivus pole, make Teddy have to pin me before it's over.
You should. You absolutely should.
I do enjoy the airing of grievances. I like to maybe do that every single week when I'm at work. Actually, every day. Usually at about 9 a.m. and definitely by 4 p.m. I'm airing some grievances. I got a lot of problems with you people. How about you? Well, you're in the middle of a bite.
Well, the idea here is that, the holidays are approaching. We're in October, but
when we release this, it'll be February.
Yeah, exactly. April probably.
No.
So,
I'll be better.
Time for Cinco de Mayo. So we talked holiday traditions before, but why not start some of our own family feats of strength as a part of this?
Yeah. We were talking, Zach and I were talking about this. What would that look like?
That's the thing. So, I mean, there could be mental feats of strength. There could be physical, which is typically what you're going to be doing. I mean, I think your whole thing about with lighting up the Christmas tree afterwards, right?
Oh, burning it?
Burning it.
Yeah.
Could that be some kind of tied in, but there would be some kind of competition with it? So how would that work out?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know how we could who could burn their Christmas tree faster? I mean, you don't. I'd like to see if you could burn something in your backyard without getting all of your neighbors really mad.
Oh, I got in trouble with doing it. No, I didn't get in trouble.
No, didn't you? Yeah, didn't you?
I burned a Christmas tree in the backyard.
Yeah. I'm like remembering something from this.
Yeah.
In July when it was like really dead.
May.
Yeah.
In time for the Cinco de Mayo podcast to come out.
That's right.
So,
yeah.
So that was I had it there. I was like, I'll just do it kind of like as a starter log, right? A couple of the little branches, and it all just caught. And then the next thing you know, there's an accident on the highway near where I live. So there was police and fire trucks everywhere.
Oh, jeez.
There's black smoke coming out of my backyard. And then my buddy Dave was working on the house. He tried to run and grab a bucket because he sees this thing that's like going up. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. But the water's turned off on the outside of the house. We didn't do that. And then I tried to grab a bucket and put it inside in the sink in the bathroom, but it won't fit. So it was not my brightest idea. But yes, that was a tree there. What about some kind of thing about like getting your own turkey for maybe like before?
I've always wanted to do that.
Yeah, but with your bare hands.
You could dig a little foxhole and sleep in there until they come over. But like definitely in our backyard, like we'll see a whole bunch of turkeys, like 20 or 30 turkeys will go through. And I've always been like, man, I'm not someone who will kill an animal, but I also have no problems with guns. I'm a weird person. So if I would be out there and I would love to shoot my own turkey, butcher it, cook it for Thanksgiving. That'd be so cool.
Have you ever had wild turkey?
Yeah. I mean, it's not as good as old granddad. I'll put some hair on your chest, though. I have not had wild turkey. Have you? I can't imagine it's very good.
I'm sure it's more gamey than.
Yeah, probably gross. But I mean, like that's badass. I shot my own dinner tonight.
No shooting.
Oh, you don't eat. Yeah, you're talking since this is a feat of strength, just sort of choke it.
It's a bare hands, yeah. So you could probably just twist that neck.
Can you trap them and then you have to kill it with your bare hands?
Yeah, I think you probably. I mean, I would think like the real way to do it would be you have to chase it and then chase it, tackle it, and then just get rid of it. So That's right. I mean, that's what I think. And then you tell the story at the dinner table.
Why everyone's eating it.
Yeah. Right. That could be a good one. There could probably be some kind of feat of strength, even though this kind of Festivus negates the idea of Christmas, but around the Christmas tree itself, about, I don't know, lights or about putting the star, some kind of
just
thing.
getting the heaviest tree?
Getting the heavy, okay.
I don't know. Well, what do you mean by feat of strength with the lights?
I don't know. Well, that's always causes that. Remember that wonderful
The song.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Stringing up.
Now, why are they blinking?
Right. There's got to be probably something about shopping too. Not that I like to do that very often, but some kind of running test maybe, like to.
That's great. See, like a little marathon through the mall.
Right, and see how quickly you can get whatever's on the list. That might not be a bad idea.
Okay.
And have to do it between, like, let's say I've got 7 items on my list, and you have 7 items on the list, and we know they all can be found at the same mall. How probably at the same stores. But
yeah. Well, Kohl's Black Friday, Thursday night. It's usually after Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. It's a madhouse. Yeah. I mean, that's where casino walking comes in. You're just going to cut through. Mm-hmm. That's a good idea on a Black Friday, especially busy time. Mm-hmm. Having a stroke on live the podcast here.
It's not due to the salt intake from today.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're going to have problems.
I do like the Wendy's and Burger King better than the McDonald's nuggets by far.
The nuggets are just there for something, but they're not very good.
I think the McDonald's nuggets are more of a vessel for their sauce. Mm-hmm. It's like that sweet and sour sauce is decent.
But we got some sauces. Sorry.
Well, no. Well, that would kind of ruin this
right.
The fairness and equity we're presenting.
Zach's had a training lately.
It was a sensitivity training, and we're not going to talk about it. So I just think that's kind of how I think. You're liking the Burger King the best?
It's between the Burger King and the Wendy's for the nuggets. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try this here.
Here's a feat of strength while you're chonking on that thing. Mm-hmm. How many chicken nuggets do you think you could? Do you think you could take a 50-piece down in an afternoon?
In an afternoon? I mean, 20 would be easy.
Yeah. So I mean,
I could do 30. 50 is a tall order, but
the trick is to eat it as fast as you can before your body says no more.
Right. Could you do it?
Probably. I'm a monster.
Yeah. I could in a whole afternoon. Yeah, I could probably just in two sittings. Maybe a 30, then a 20, or a 30, a 10, and a 10. Maybe that would be. Yeah, I think so. What about holiday drinking feats of strength?
Yeah. All right. So
like
what would
eggnog? I mean, that's a hard one to stomach.
That is. It's like I was almost thinking we should do a milk challenge, but like eggnog is you got to drink a whole carton of eggnog in like one evening.
Oh,
it goes down so thick. I mean, I actually like eggnog, but like I like a little snifter of it.
Exactly. No one's drinking the whole.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so thirsty. Let me have a tall glass of cold eggnog.
I wonder what the calorie content for one glass of eggnog was.
It's got to be in the millions.
And then you add the rum into it?
Yeah.
Or the ice cream? You ever had ice cream in your eggnog?
I mean, eggnog is basically melted ice cream in the first place.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Really?
Yeah.
What kind of ice cream do you put in?
Vanilla. Vanilla ice cream.
What does it really do? Does it add much?
I don't really have eggnog without it. So I've only had it, a couple times. Because the idea of eggnog sounds so gross.
Disgusting.
Egg. Like I can't take that egg without the nog without the egg. So I probably still have only had eggnog maybe 4 or 5 times in my life. And I like to not have it. I like to think it's gross, even though if it's not, because that will deter me from drinking it.
Sure.
So.
Yep. Can't think about it.
Yeah, and it's probably a lot of dairy in there as well.
Oh, I mean, you doing the ice cream and eggnog just clear your week, right? How's that not a very, very big mistake? I mean, you must do this during the Christmas break then, I'm assuming, when you already have time off. Not at the beginning, not first thing in the morning when you're off to school.
Well, usually what I'll do is around maybe the morning of Christmas Eve. So if I start in with it, then I've cleared my calendar with any family obligations.
Nothing like waking up to catch Santa while you're like IBS explosion is happening.
And so pretty much you're good until way after New Year's that way. So my calendar is completely free, except anybody has to just come over to me instead of. So no, but I usually if I have it, I'll just have a small thing of it. But yeah, some kind of eggnog challenge could also be kind of a good feat of strength, I think.
All right, well, what about drinking then? What is your Christmas or what is your winter drink?
Winter drink I'm always beer, I think, more than hard alcohol. But
I mean, you like gin, right? And isn't gin basically Christmas tree water?
it is, yeah, pretty much. That's all it is. But with gin, I always think, even if it's Christmas tree water, it should be more of a summertime with like a gin and tonic is usually what I'm thinking of it as it is. Do you have a drink for the winter?
Smoky whiskey.
Right.
Okay. But I don't know. Yeah, we'll have to. I mean, we didn't we want to do a winter warmer episode?
I think so. Yeah.
Did we?
We did last year. Of all like Christmas beers. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Some of them were really good and some of them were not very good.
Yeah, that's
with Auntie Foot over here in the front and Danny. Yeah.
I remember Auntie Foot for the Dunkin' Donuts and for milk.
Same day.
God.
Drinking milk, coffee, and beer at the same time.
And those were winter beers?
Mm-hmm. Sam Adams, the red ones, Fezziwig.
Yeah, that's right. God, how do you remember this stuff?
And then there's other ones I got from Black Hat. One had like a bear on it. It tasted like very Christmas tree-y.
Yep. All right. Well, I guess we don't need to do this twice. They're forgettable for me.
No, I can tell you really enjoyed those ones.
Yeah, right?
You didn't even drink the coffee because it was too late for you.
Yeah. God, I'm a coward these days. Huh?
And you and Danny had the milk.
Yep, the milk I remember. Milk was great. Cinnamon Toast Crunch one.
Right. I couldn't even find 2% or.
I know that was a bad time in your life. Anything. It was dark times.
It was a very dark time.
Yeah.
Too much eggnog.
All right. Well, drinking feats of strength.
Drinking. Yeah.
So I can't just be get blackout drunk though.
Well, my problem was with the holidays about drinking. It's like if I have more than 2 beers, if I even have 2 beers, I am so full that I don't even want to fit anything out. I'm just like, oh, like I like the idea of like Thanksgiving. Sitting around watching football or the dog show or 9 a.m. whatever parade and crack open a couple beers. In actuality, I'm like, oh, geez, like I am so full that I can't do it, can't hang. And I'm not going to celebrate the holiday with a Bud Light.
Sure, it's not really celebrating, is it?
No, that's more of a punishment.
Have you considered bulimia?
I could just do that, or I could abstain from eating and just focus. But that's kind of the point of the holiday.
Yeah, I mean to be gluttonous. So,
right.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of holidays, will you take Teddy out to trick or treating?
No.
No.
Well, I mean, we live on Route 32, so.
Oh, right. Yeah. Well, you could drive somewhere.
I suppose so. Well, I mean, not at 2. No.
Well, you could eat his candy. I was gonna say, would that be a feat of strength? You say, how many pieces of candy can you take from your child?
I play that game pretty often. Yeah. That's why I'm the size I am.
Does he ever notice
that I take his food?
Yeah.
Yeah. Usually. I mean, he knows he's been bamboozled. Like I'll give him one thing and then I'll eat like 3.
Yeah.
And he's like, "What? Where's my 3?" Like I want. He's got his daddy's appetite. So that's.
What kind of food's his favorite chow?
For like snacks, he likes Nutrigrain bars. He likes the vanilla yogurt covered raisins.
Yeah. Does he eat full food like meals?
When he was a baby, he did.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, it depends, man. Some days he will eat so much. He'll eat like 2 waffles and an egg and peanut butter sandwich, macaroni and cheese, and then like a full dinner.
Okay.
And then other days, like you can't even get him to think about water.
Right. Tommy eats like nothing.
Really?
He doesn't want it. He doesn't eat dinner, and he's so stubborn. So like, hey, we have salmon tonight. You're putting a piece of salmon, tiny little bit of salmon on the dish. He will not even touch it, and he will not even eat anything just to spite us.
That's a feat of strength.
It is. He's
going to starve himself.
He's going to spite you. He's going to win every feat of strength. That one.
Wow, that's stubborn.
Yeah.
He must. Where does he get that from?
Jackie.
Yeah. She's stubborn.
Yeah. Not that bad.
She's resilient.
She's resilient. Yes. There is but I think that she has stubborn tendencies, not in a bad way, but she does. I think Grampy too, a bit stubborn.
Yeah.
So and his mother. So there's a chain of stubbornness on both sides.
It really flows through. It culminates in Tommy.
Right.
Refusing to eat.
Refusing to eat. Hunger strikes. Just so will not even eat just because. And then yesterday he finally ate some applesauce. Started throwing it around the room.
The applesauce?
Yeah, like on a spoon, flicking it all around the room, and I mean,
what is wrong with him?
He's a nightmare. So
he's a nightmare.
Sorry, Tommy. He's going through 3. Hopefully, Teddy doesn't get the terrible 3s. Danny never did.
Really? Yeah.
But Tommy's.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. Yeah. Any last feats, or do you think we've got some good ideas?
I think I was telling you the hot wings.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see how hot you can go.
Yeah. So just
really punish yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a feat of strength. Can you overcome it?
Right. Oof.
I had a couple weeks ago, Dr. Raymond sent me some chili sauce from Las Vegas that I tried, and I ended up doing a whole big portion of the bottle. And I've never been in so much pain.
Really?
Like, I was up all night long, not with the gut gurgles or anything, but like, I was saying, it felt like I was giving birth to a 30-pound cactus. It just like, my stomach hurt. I was in physical pain. Like, I would knock the wind out of me if like I just moved wrong. So,
jeez.
I mean, this is the kind of stuff we need to test ourselves with.
Did it taste good?
Yeah, I loved it. I would probably do it again. If he's, so
it was that good.
Yeah.
And was it unbearable eating it to the heat?
No, it wasn't. I don't even know what happened. I don't think the heat was all that hot. It was fine. Okay. It was just, but later on, my body was mad.
Okay. You know what you need for that? Eggnog.
Yeah.
You know that the base of that will cool it right down.
Oh, sure would. Yeah. Just both ends, right? That's why you're laughing.
Eggnog and hot wings. So.
All right.
It's good. Yeah.
Maybe you can make some hot wings and batter it in eggnog.
It could be like I have it behind glass. It'd be like in case of emergency. Old and moldy eggnog.
Yeah, it's chunky. You got to take bites out of it. All right, everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, it comes like cottage cheese kind of texture of it.
This is good stuff.
Yeah, I think that I think the hot wing. Yeah, I think anything just kind of doing quantity too. I think would be a good to shoot for. Maybe even at a family party. So maybe it's a big family party, and let's say there's Swedish meatballs or something. So you just keep going back for more, and not only are you going to get yourself sick, you're going to try to beat your record for the following each year. But also, you're going to get a spectacle. Like, who's the idiot that's taking all the Swedish meatballs? Especially if it's a big party and you don't know everybody, or you're an in-law to it, so.
All right.
That's even a better thing. So there's some kind of food you can target that you're only going to eat at that party. But it can't just be chips. It has to be something a little more substantial. Like my in-laws sometimes will do grape leaves. So if I could do however many grape leaves. So... No.
Grape leaves?
Yeah, you don't know grape leaves, stuffed grape leaves? They're delicious. They're rolled grape leaves with rice. Sometimes there'll be like a lamb meat in it or something. Mediterranean. Yeah.
All right.
Good. But I think the Swedish meatballs, it's usually a crowd pleaser. They usually have that. Dump them on and see if you can eat the whole,
I like this idea where you just, maybe you go up with one plate and you just, all of it. Everything just goes right on your plate.
Right.
And like when someone looks like they wanted something, it's like, oh, I'm sorry. This is, I got it. The thing.
Yeah. Yeah, and something you not anything that you brought yourself. It has to be somebody else's meal.
All right. How about this? Pie.
Okay.
Before they've even gotten like through the dinner, you just like you don't go get you don't even cut a slice. You just grab a whole pie and you bring it back while everyone else is eating the turkey. You're just working on that pie. I like it, Zach.
I think that's a good idea too.
All right.
So I think there's some different things. Exactly. Some different things you can aspire to for the holidays and keeping it interesting.
Depravity. That's kind of what I aspire to any day. Yeah, this is great.
In lots of bathroom trips. So and getting shunned by the rest of your family. These are all certainly aspirations that anyone would want to have.
This is good, Zach. Yeah.
Shall we call it
I think we'll wrap it up.
All right. Well, thanks for listening to the Backyard Road Trip podcast. I'm Zach.
And I'm Jim.
And you can follow us at backyardroadtrips.com or at social media on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, or on your favorites podcast platform.